As you're dating younger women and you're kind of like damaging them at a young age.
I think there's more to it than that.
I thought that them having like good jobs was a sign of them being real adults, and they were just little immature baby boys. But yeah, those men are almost always losers.
And you would know that.
You have more life experience. You know your boundaries better. You know what you want in life. Possibly the younger person doesn't have that yet. And if you take advantage of that or use that to your advantage, I'm not cool with that. And I do feel like a lot of men who do date super young like that, they do.
So how do you know that?
And his last girlfriend was 21 too, and it just made me realize these young girls think that he is successful.
Maybe you should mind your own business.
Why is it that other people have such big opinions about big age gaps?
There's something creepy about 20-year-old girl dating a 35 to 40-year-old man.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
And somebody, I read a comment. I don't know why these older men want to date these young girls that can be old enough, that can be young enough to be their daughters, and don't find that creepy.
They're haters.
Exactly.
Modern women are upset. Some modern women are even angry when they see older men date younger women. Even Shannon Sharpe is catching heat for it. Today we're going to review why modern women are angry at older men dating younger women. We're going to listen to some of the reasons why men date younger women. And we're going to look at a few women who are actually okay with it and hear their stories. But I want you to stick around until the end, because I am going to show you the one reason that women will accept a younger woman dating an older man. Do me a favor, hit that like button. And with that being said, let's get started.
So now when we get to our 30s, we're completely damaged by an older man, and now we don't want y'all and y'all don't want us. The man is 40, 45, let's say. Now he has his money, his house. Now he got time to go live his best life. Now he wants to date younger woman. Let's say a 21-year-old. Now he dates her for 4 years. While he's dating her, he's cheating with other 19, 20, 25-year-olds. You're damaging this young girl, right? You're causing trauma and damage that's gonna cost her pretty much years to heal.
Wait a minute. So that woman being traumatized has to be the man's fault? Can it not be her people's fault? Or could it be the fact that a lot of these modern women are growing up in a single mother household, but somehow an older man talking to a younger woman is the man's fault that she has all this trauma? Why is it that women are claiming when they get older that they're hurt, been abused, been done wrong, even when they talk to younger men? Could it be that part of the reason that women have all this trauma is because of their own choices? Oh, what a novel idea.
The older I get, the more I realize why older men date women that are significantly younger than them, and only because the women their age would never, ever even glance at them twice.
I think part of the reason why older women aren't talking to men their age is because of these older women's behavior and their attitudes. But let's continue.
Now there are men my age that try to approach me, and I have to actively withhold the urge to spit on them.
Did you say spit on a man? See, talk like this is why women wind up getting bricks to their face.
But younger me would have just died over them, and it was for stupid reasons. Like,
is one of those reasons because you like Pookies and Ray Rays and dudes that's gonna clap them cheeks?
Oh my God, he's so cool and mature. He has his own apartment. He should. He's 30. I just thought that was such a sign of maturity and being like a real grown up. But those men were creme de la piss, okay? Like cream of the turds.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Someone's 18, early 20s, a woman, and she's still figuring out herself, and then the guy's 40 plus. Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, where is your headspace at?
You got all these women claiming how smart they are, how educated they are, how independent they are, how they don't need no man, how women are smarter than men, how women are better than men. But when it comes to an older man talking to a younger woman, you got to wonder where his headspace is at. Do you see the lack of accountability that's going on? But let's continue.
Okay, if it's just physical, that's one thing. But I also have a sensitivity to that of power dynamics. And because the younger person is still developing their fucking frontal cortex.
We will make every excuse in the world not to hold women accountable for their own actions, for the decisions that they make, unless it benefits them. Man, I really think that this woman is just old and bitter.
You're just old and bitter. I'm like, I, at the time, did not know better. I didn't know what I was giving up.
Gents, did you hear that? I didn't know what I was giving up. Women today that are giving other women bad advice, and one of the worst pieces of advice is what they're giving up. How giving themselves to a whole bunch of men when they're younger or prioritizing their career only is giving up something. They don't understand that it is giving up their prime years in which the time that they should be getting with the men that they're going to settle down with, the men that they're going to grow, marry, and have kids with. And then when they get older and they're not married or they don't have any kids, and then they're, scrambling to try to have children, it becomes men's fault at that point for the choices that they made when they were younger.
I know why 38-year-old men date 22-year-old women. There's a guy around my age who lives in my same complex, and he's not very successful. He's a little behind in life. He has a roommate. Nice guy, just, a little immature. And in the hot tub, this college-age girl told me that she has a thing for him.
So let me get this straight. This 21-year-old told you that she has a thing for an older man. How is it the man's fault that she has a thing for him?
And she's really cute, very sweet. I mean, she's in college, so she's like super broke. She's 21. So
maybe it could be because she's 21 and broke that she is trying to manipulate this dude to her benefit. That's what it seems like to me.
But I still was like, why do you like this guy? He's floundering in life. Like, he's not very successful. You could do better.
What the do you have in common at that point, other than you're finding their age attractive?
Shut up. Just shut up.
And somebody, I read a comment. I don't know why these older men want to date these young girls that can be old enough, that can be young enough to be their daughters, and don't find that creepy. I responded and say, I don't know why these women be in everybody's business and don't find that creepy.
Got him. We got him.
If Stella can get her groove back, Shay gonna get his groove back.
Oh, I'm a nasty motherfucker.
Y'all didn't say nothing with Stella, because I remember I went to the movie and you clap it. Yeah, child. Do it, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
What's wrong with that?
Now all of a sudden, Shay trying to get his groove back is a problem.
I wonder why it's a problem for you, Shay Shay. Why is it a problem if you want to get your groove on?
Middle-aged women do not like to see an older man going for a much younger woman because it is a threat.
I see your point.
I don't know if it's necessarily a threat to like what they're thinking is going to be the impact on society. I think it's actually very personal. Like, I think that even if they're married, they're not even in the dating world. So like, why should they care?
Because it's the truth. She knows it.
But they still feel a threat because what it means.
What does it mean?
And what it means is that older man wants younger. That means her husband wants younger.
Oh my God.
Healthy, emotionally stable 22-year-old is not usually physically attracted to a 45-year-old or even a 40-year-old. A 22-year-old tends to see a 35-year-old as an old man. But when she starts to blur the line with older men and sexuality, it suggests that there is some childhood trauma potentially regarding her father.
Stop the cap.
Because the reality is, if you had a stable father figure in your home, you wouldn't be able to sexualize a man that looks around the same age as your father.
Stop the cap right now! Stop the cap!
Every single guy on planet Earth says that they like younger women. Every single girl on planet Earth says that's not okay.
But that's a lie.
The only chance a man will ever find that fairy tale with a woman is if he is potentially going after a younger woman who is more fertile, who probably hasn't had as much life experience and hasn't been with as many guys. Men like younger women because, yes, they are hotter, they are cuter in their younger years of being at their peak beauty, but you have to remember this. For a man to want to invest and commit into a woman, her past matters.
And why is that?
Men have to worry about women's past because women themselves are proving to be unreliable. No man wants to have a woman and have to worry about is his kid his or not. And the statistics are clear. 33% of men are raising children that are not theirs.
A man should always have a woman at least 7 years, younger than him or younger. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's where you get your true masculinity from, because she's going to look up to you.
So initially I thought that they were dating younger women because younger women were prettier. But I came to understand that no, there are plenty of older women that will give a younger girl a run for her money, right? Very pretty older women out there. Looks has nothing to do with it.
It has everything to do with it.
Every single guy, every single one told me that the reason that they like dating younger women is because they're easier to deal with. And I was like, what does that mean?
But if a woman your age, she's going to challenge you. Y'all going to be having arguments about bullshit.
And they said, well, she doesn't challenge me. It's not always a back and forth. I just tell her something and it just is.
With women, I like to deal with younger women because I could tell them about, Martin Luther King. I could tell them about, Egypt. I could tell them about different things. And they're more curious and they're more attentive. You know what I'm saying? But if you talk to an older woman, they so preoccupied and they don't really want to talk because they feel like they already learned that shit.
Translation, younger women are more gullible.
They see it as taboo for a woman to date an older man, even though many women are naturally attracted to us, the older guys, or you can call them OGs like I do. What is it that makes us so attractive to these young women? It's simple. We have traits that they find irresistible.
I've dated older guys, and for me, it's just like they're not worried about like going out all the time. They're not worried about bitches. They're not worried about nothing besides getting money and like fitness, health, everything. Like they're just focused on themselves. It's just like a weakness thing. Like until you get past the like, I'm just worried about girls and partying all the time, like you're still immature.
We are more mature. We have more experiences, which has given us a level of wisdom and insight that younger men simply don't have. This level of maturity is exactly what many younger women are looking for in a partner. They want someone who is ready to commit to a serious relationship. Someone who is past the stage of just wanting to smash and be a player.
It was like a year where it was like 45s and 50s trying to date me, and I was so confused. But then I got an older friend who was 42, and he specifically said it's hard to date women around our age or your age because they talk too much. Or they don't understand the value of family or love. They're so focused on, I gotta have this, I gotta have that, I can have my own this, that they don't give them the position to really truly love them.
Right. And lead them.
Older women are no longer gullible. You know why? Because we have experience in dating. We have seen all the BS, we have seen all the games, and we can see right through it. Our BS meter is on point.
These women's BS meter be on point because they dealt with the wrong type of men while they were younger. We see it all the time. Of course your BS meter is going to be on high because you've allowed the worst of the worst to have the best of you when you were younger. And now that you've gotten older, not all your guards and defenses up because you're older now and you're not getting the same amount of attention. And so you're going to blame every man for that. You're going to blame even men that are in your own age group that you probably dissed when they were there for you, when they would have been there for you. They would have been the good guys for you. So don't give me that about your BS meter is up.
Another trait that makes us irresistible to younger women is our experience. Not just pounding them guts, not just in a bed, but in relationships as well.
Would you rather date a guy who had a promiscuous past or was a virgin?
I would say promiscuous. It's always good to have like experience. I value that.
We have seen more. We have dated more people, and we have been in more relationships. We know what women want. We understand that sex is not just for men, but for women too. We treat women with more understanding, respect, and patience than younger men. We look at the big picture, and we have more patience to get to the root of the problem and resolve any issues.
Why is it that a 40-year-old and 18-year-old can't make the decision to get married or hook up or whatever it is they want to do, but the 18-year-old can nullify the vote of the 40-year-old if you think that the disparity in their brains are that bad?
You keep bringing up the voting argument when I never mentioned voting.
I know I mentioned it because I'm giving you an analogy for why your argument's absurd. I'm giving you an analogy by pointing out this thing over here exists and is fine because Schrodinger's feminist, who can both vote and is a girl boss and is an ass kicker, could do everything at 18 years old, suddenly is matched up with an evil 40-year-old Sith Lord.
How is that possible?
Is she competent enough to deal with this ass-kicking feminist, or Do we need to raise the age of consent so that this hyper-predatory Sith Lord can't mangle her brain?
Most 40-year-old men at some point in their life, when they're younger, had a child that is probably 18 or older. So if you are at an age where you're sleeping with a woman the age of potentially your own daughter, I find that extremely predatory and creepy.
Well, I find it predatory that that woman could be sleeping with a man the age of her father.
Gotcha, bitch.
At what point do we say that women are grown enough to make their own decisions, to be adult enough to make smart decisions? Society makes it really easy to flip things around on men, but it does not allow women to take accountability for their actions. Women have proven that they don't even know how to deal with any man, especially the ones who decide to lay down with Pookie, Ray Ray, Chad, and Tyrone and wind up having babies by these men and getting skied up with Pookie juice. I promised you that I was going to show you the one lone example in which women do not get criticized for dating an older man.
It's a video. Mirror picture.
Do what?
Mirror picture. I have to take a picture in the mirror.
How you do that?
Baby, I'm already doing it.
You crazy.
Put your stunner shades on.
All right, let's get out of here.
Women will support a younger woman dating an older man when they feel that that woman is able to have the advantage on that man. This is an old elderly man, and this woman is getting the bag from him. And as you can see from the following comments, women did not care that this woman was getting it. But when a man is older and he is competent and he has his life together, then they want to look at that man, because at that point, the younger woman in their eyes is at a disadvantage to that man. And this is one of the many double standards that we see in dating today. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and watch this video right here. I promise you, you won't regret it.